Ready to do this?
Yeah, dude, let's go. I'm ready.
All right. Welcome. Let's come back to Earth podcast. Today, I have a first time here. You're actually my first guest that I've met for the first time on the podcast.
Oh, dude, get used to that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. The more you podcast, the more you find out that you just kind of like, oh, who's walking through my front door today?
Dude, that's what I
hope it doesn't kill me.
Yeah, I love the interaction with strangers. It's really fun. Anyway, Graham has his own podcast, the Graham Radio podcast.
I do. I have my own podcast at Graham Radio. Check it out. There's no, I don't know. Did you notice that my name is spelled weird? Did you see that?
No, is it on your Instagram?
Okay, wait. So I want to see how you spelled Graham in your notebook.
Grahm.
That is the right way that I spell it.
Okay.
But the actual way of spelling Graham, well, I guess there's two ways because one of them is a unit of measurement. Then the other one is a name. Okay, do you know Graham is usually spelled?
There's an A between the.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, now what does HAM spell?
Ham.
And do you know what my last name is?
Right.
No, my last name is Weinstein.
Oh.
So that means that I'm probably
black. Jewish, maybe?
I'm black and Jewish.
Oh, shit. Okay, I could tell. The sunglass. Yeah, okay.
That's why it's totally okay for me to say, like, oy vey. Whoa, where was I going with that?
Yeah.
So, that spells ham, and when I was born, my mom thought it would be weird if there was ham in my name, because ham is not kosher. Jewish people can't eat ham. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Dude, I'm so uncultured.
It's okay, man. Are you what religion are you?
So let's
get into a huge argument.
Yeah, no. I was born in raised Christian for like 7-8 years. Kind of fell off in my family.
What's your favorite verse, bro?
Dude, I hated that shit, bro.
Really?
I was like the redheaded fucking stepchild. They hated me. Like,
I was literally a redheaded stepchild.
Exactly.
Yeah,
man,
my mom got remarried.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, shout out to Ruben. Damn, I wish I had my soundboard here because shout out to Ruben.
Dude, yeah, on your podcast, I love that you did. I gotta get something like that.
I actually, so on my podcast, it's the Graham Radio podcast.
Way better than my podcast.
Well, I mean, just longer in the game, and literally there's no team, which is something that I love about what I'm seeing here. There's no team, it's just you.
Yeah.
But what kind of separates me from other podcasts? Sorry. is that I have multiple cameras.
Okay.
But I don't have a team like switching cameras.
Okay.
So during the podcast, I'm just like freaking right here whenever you're talking, and then I have a whole ass soundboard. But I recently changed a lot of the soundboard things.
Okay.
Yeah, I threw in an aww.
Oh, that's a good one.
And another one that I threw in is woo.
How many sound effects do you have?
8.
Wow, you should grow. You should make it massive, like a 64 one.
That'd
that would
be crazy.
Be really impressive.
Well, have you heard of Kill Tony?
No, I have not.
So Kill Tony's a podcast. It is hosted by Tony Hinchcliffe and Brian Redban. Do you know who Brian Redban is?
No.
It's okay. It's okay.
Dude, you are way more. I'm the most uncultured podcaster. I don't deserve fame at all.
Okay.
So if it comes to me, I'm the most undeserving. I'm like
okay. Have you heard
Logan
of
Paul,
the
bro.
Joe Rogan experience?
Who's that? No, yeah.
So the Joe Rogan Experience is a pretty big podcast. If you haven't heard of it, it was started by Brian Redban and Joe Rogan. Like right now, it's Jamie and Joe because Jamie is his producer. Like if there was a guy sitting over there making sure the levels were good and stuff, and Googling shit when it needs to be Googled and producing the podcast. Now Joe has Jamie, but for the first maybe 1,000 episodes or something, it was Brian Redban. So
I didn't know this, man.
Yeah. So Brian Redban left because he started Kill Tony, with Tony Hinchcliffe. Mm-hmm. Fire podcast. Yeah. It's a live podcast on a stage with an audience, and the audience members put their names in a bucket, and then during the whole premise of the podcast is Tony Hinchcliffe takes names out of a bucket. Noah, what's your last name?
Corrado.
Noah Corrado.
Yeah.
Noah Corrado, and then you go on stage. You have 1 minute of stand-up comedy uninterrupted.
Oh, wow.
And then they interview you. And it gets so fucking crazy, dude.
Man, I would love to go
curse
on that.
this, right?
Have you done stand-up comedy?
I have. But can I curse on this podcast?
No. Yeah,
No?
We're very we're devout Christians in this household.
I thought that you said that you hated Jesus.
I do. I have a weird relationship with Jesus, right? Because I do hate him, but if he was real and he like descended right now in my face, I would look like a fucking asshole.
If he was like, why do you hate me, brother?
Exactly, you know, and so in the 1% possibility that I believe he could be real, that very slight percent, and he descended right now in my face, I feel like an asshole for saying.
He'd probably just descend down, pimp slap you, and then descend, and then ascend.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, if you're out there, I do love you if you're real. But that's a big if you're real. Like I can say, hey man, I love you because I see you right here.
I love you too.
Oh, thank you, man. I haven't heard that.
You know what that makes me think though? Have you seen those Family Guy sketches where they pan to Jesus and
Yeah, I love those, bro. I love those.
So it's no context. But to take it back, so ham is not kosher. That's why my mom named me. My middle name is Graham. It's spelled differently.
Because you're African American.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. So I want to talk to you a little bit about your podcast.
Please.
It's an artist interview podcast. That's what I read in your Instagram biography. I want to know like what qualifies an artist for your podcast. Can I just paint one painting and bring it to you and be like,
that's a great question.
Yeah.
So there's really two avenues of guests in my podcast. One of them is literally just close friends of mine, which I've done 172 podcasts, and I would say about 25 or like 30 episodes are just, friends of mine. The rest, and obviously and clearly the majority, is artists. Now, what qualifies you to be on the podcast? There's no litmus test. Like there's nothing like you have to have exactly 10,000 followers and whatever. You just need to be showing that you're trying to be an artist. You need to be showing that you are making music and that you're serious about it.
And it's only music.
No, not necessarily. I've had graphic designers on, but you know what? I retract what I said when I said no. Yeah, it's the vast majority.
Okay, so that's your
music.
Niche is music.
Yeah. Wait. So I want to answer your question a bit more specifically. So your question was, what is the bar to for an artist to be on my podcast? They just need to be showing that they're an artist. Now, would I love to have like Diplo and huge artists on? Yeah. Probably but not. I mean, but dude, I hooked up with Diplo at Coachella.
Really? Like, dude, hooked up?
Like I hooked up with him. Like me and Diplo hooked up.
You guys fucked?
Me and Diplo fucked at Coachella.
Holy
in 2016. Shit. Yeah. So
wow.
Yeah, no, pretty cool, huh? So did my buddy Derek and my other buddy Hernan. We all hooked up with Diplo.
For real?
Yeah. It was crazy. So no, we didn't. So
man,
sorry,
bro.
Man. Sorry.
I was ready for this story. I thought you were gonna explain hooking up with Diplo, but
no. I mean, I can tell a fake story.
Please.
Yeah. So it was right after his set, and I was there with Hernan and Derek. We were all wearing flower crowns, and we were just like, "Hey, Diplo, you want to hook up?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure."
And this really happened.
Yeah. So
fuck, man, that's amazing.
Yeah, I know. He's a great kisser. So after hooking up with Diplo, I started the Graham Radio podcast, and now I'm here. So to answer your question more specifically, like
I want to interrupt you this time.
I don't like it when people like sort of use my podcast to be an artist.
Okay.
Like what I mean by that is, as an artist, as a musical artist, it's really, really important to not rely on other people. Yep. You need to figure out how not only to make your art great, which is the most important thing, but also every single thing around it. Now, that includes promotion. So when you make a great song, read a book about music marketing. I'm not a music marketing wizard, but you know who is? Ari Herstand. Okay. Ari Herstand is a music marketer, and he's also a musician. He has this great book called How to Make It in the New Music Business. And literally, if you are an artist, you need to be reading that.
For real?
Oh my gosh!
I'm passionate about this book. Wow.
It is so good. If anything, if you don't believe me, literally just buy the book and read the first 10 pages because you will be absolutely hooked. And the first thing that it talks about is before you dive into being a true artist, what he calls an artist with a capital A. Because, there's...
That's a bold statement. I like that.
Yeah, well, there's a big difference between being a professional and being a professional hobbyist. Mm-hmm. With my podcast, I consider myself to be a professional because I do it right.
Yeah.
But there are also professional hobbyists who just do it for fun and, whatever. And that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's totally fine. Make
Absolutely.
art, have fun. Who cares? Like
that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Make sure that you're solid financially.
Yeah.
And if it's very, very hard to be financially solid through art.
Absolutely.
But with books like How to Make It in the New Music Business by Ari Hurst, and I'm not sponsored, I should say. An artist can really take a lot from it. For example, so many artists who I even bring on say, I'm working on my album right now. It'll be out in 4 months. Mm-hmm. That is such a huge red flag. If you finish,
really?
First of all, don't tell me that you're making an album and it's going to be out in 4 months. Tell me that you finished an album and you're figuring out a marketing scheme that's going to take place over the next 2 years. People have a terrible relationship with time because you're telling me that album's not out, or album's coming out in 4 months, and Ari Hurstand lays out exactly how you should drop an album, and I think that he lays it out in this 8-month process where step 1 is after it's fully mixed and mastered. So step 1 isn't create the album. The album's already created, and then he has it's so detailed. It's 30 pages
you're right
of gold.
About this, man.
Yeah, and I don't remember pretty much most of it, but I'm also not the guy dropping music. I'm the guy dropping podcasts.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
and you are dropping podcasts. Yeah. That's the thing. And
you go ahead.
You make a great point. I also want to share a little bit of advice somebody gave me once.
Please.
This is a drunken extravaganza. I came home one night to my apartment when I lived in North Carolina. It's like 2 a.m. I'm just fucked up. I got a bag of Cookout in my hand. You been to Cookout before?
I don't know what Cookout. I was about to ask.
All right, so Cookout
is that in Tampa?
No, they're not in Tampa. It needs to be in Tampa.
So it's in North Carolina?
Yes.
Where in North Carolina?
I was in Fayetteville.
Is that near Hendersonville or Asheville?
About 4 hours from there.
So no, okay, that's
fine. So Cookout is like this big thing in North Carolina, probably surrounding states as well, but it stays open till like 4 a.m.
Oh, I love those places.
Dude, everything, they have anything on the menu you want. Like any fast food you can think of, they have it, man.
Really?
Name a fast food product.
A Big Mac.
Well, not like an actual Big Mac, but they have like a cheeseburger and.
Well, when you ask me to think of fast food, I immediately think of McDonald's.
So they don't have McDonald's.
Do they have?
It's not like
do they have fish
chain.
sandwiches?
It's not like you can get a fish sandwich, yeah.
Nice,
dude. Exactly.
I love fish sandwiches.
So Cookout's just elite, right? It has everything you can want.
How big is it?
Cookout is it's the biggest. Probably the biggest chain outside of like McDonald's and all the like really big ones.
Not really my question though. My question is more the size
physically.
of the size of the brick and mortar.
The same as any fast food restaurant.
Okay, got you. Yep. So it's not like an emporium.
No.
It's not like a
White Castle. It's not a White Castle.
Got you.
No, it's just any other fast food restaurant, but they have anything and everything on the menu. It's where everybody in North Carolina wants to go at 2 a.m. Like Taco Bell is out the window. You go to Cookout.
Nice.
So I'm coming home with Cookout in my hand. And
I'm just picturing it like slung over your shoulder. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, dude, I was fucked up, man. And so I have Cookout. I'm fucking eating this shit. Coming up my stairs. I'm on the 3rd floor, and one of my neighbors who I'd never seen before, first time I'd ever seen him in my life, he's taking out his trash, and he's just like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And I was like, "Hey, what's going on, man?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just taking out the trash." And I was like, "Oh, I'm just eating this Cookout." He's like, "You want to come in and drink with me?" And I should have said no, man. I was too fucked up. But I was like, yeah. So I go in this guy's house. He's
Wait, can I ask a question? Was it Diplo?
Yeah, it was Diplo.
Nice. Eskimo brothers.
Yeah, man.
Okay, go on.
So Diplo and I. No, this guy. He's actually an artist.
Cool.
Yeah, Bugatti Boy is his artist name.
Cool.
He has a couple songs I actually really, really like.
Okay, I'll look him up.
Yeah, tell me what you think. But I'm hanging out with this random guy, man, and he just starts pouring shots of Patron. I'm getting way more drunk than I already am.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, just absolutely super wasted. And this guy turned out to just be like one of the most chill people I've ever met in my entire life. And we just had this very deep conversation, like I was fucked up, obviously, but 3 a.m. And I said to this guy, and I'll remember this for the rest of my life. He's like, so what do you do? Like, I told him I was in the Army at the time. He's like, but what do you do, man? And I was like, I love creative shit, man. I love making videos. I love doing this. I love doing that. And he said, so what are you doing? Like, how are you getting there? And I was like, well, I'm going to try to start a podcast. And he said to me, take try out of your vocabulary. Start a podcast. Say, I'm going to start a podcast. And that like piece of advice right there changed my life, man. I was like, damn, I got to stop saying try. I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to do that and just do it. Mm-hmm. And that's how I ended up doing this. I was like, I'm going to stop trying to do stuff and just do it. And if it fails, like, whatever.
That's a really smart way of thinking about that. And shout out to Diplo.
Shout out to Diplo, man. Thanks so much for that.
Another way, I want to piggyback off of what you just said, because what you just said is super awesome and important. I was having a conversation with this dude, and...
Was it Diplo?
No, it wasn't. I wish it was, though. Would have been a cooler conversation. Nonetheless, I was having a conversation with this dude about the same thing. And he said, pour a glass of water. That would be the response to, I'm going to try to start a podcast. Pour a glass of water. People think that doing things is way harder than it is.
Yeah.
Wow. Any venture.
Wow.
So just pour a glass of water. Don't tell me you're going to do it. Just give me the water. Who cares? And like when you start something, you're going to be shitty at it. There's this great quote.
Are you saying this is shitty?
No, not at all. I'm saying this in particular is really awesome, dude. And a rule that I kind of broke for you is...
Oh, he broke rules for me.
Yeah. Is that I don't like doing people's podcasts until they've been like 25, 30 episodes in.
Okay.
But like I saw your shit and I was like, there's something about
this. Is it because we're both gingers? Cool. Do we have that connection?
Part of it. I don't know. I saw your Instagram and it's just like, it doesn't seem like you're bullshitting. Like it says, coming out April 1st, which I love. Yeah. And I don't know, there's a couple other things that I was like, you know what, I'll slide. And clearly my expectations were, I'm not saying I had crazy expectations, but like,
dude, keep going. I like hearing this. Keep going.
Yeah. Okay, for the listeners and the watchers, it's like, this is a legit podcast studio. This is for real. And, I've done podcasts that are deeper.
Sure, of course.
I have like gone further than you. Like, obviously, what's the date today? March 13th, and I don't know when this is coming out, but it's not going to be for at least probably a month-ish.
Yep, April 1st.
Yeah, exactly. Oh wait, will all the podcasts come out April 1st?
Oh no! Come on, I'm not that newbie, man.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is, I don't know when this one in particular will be released.
Oh, probably never.
But,
this is a waste of your time.
Yeah, we were saying that none of this is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this shit's fucking legit. It's cool. Oh my god. Oh wait, but I for a second I thought, I can't curse, but no, I know that I can.
Yeah, no, we say.
Yeah, you're using FL Studio. You got a nice camera, a Lumix camera.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, dude. This is cool, man. Good shit.
Dude, your podcast is awesome as well, man. Cheers.
Thanks.
Cheers.
To that. What are you drinking? What is that?
Bacardi and ginger ale.
God, I didn't realize that you were drinking alcohol. Let me finish this and let's get some alcohol.
Yeah, no, for sure. We'll take a little break here. Dude, Mr. Beast is a fucking weirdo in my opinion, honestly.
Why is he a weirdo? I think that he's Jesus.
Do you really?
No, but I think he's the fucking man.
Oh my god.
Why do you think he's weird?
Dude, I just... and this is fucked up to say.
Tell me.
I think he's like too giving. I think like there's like it's too much of a face.
Okay, Scrooge.
There's too much of a fucking face, dude. There has he can't have one negative thought. He can't be like, fuck this one group of people. Like,
well, why does he have to be racist like that?
Whoa,
are you racist?
A little bit.
But who are you prejudiced against? Black Jews? Wow, dude.
Yeah. You called me, man. No, Mr. Beast is all right. I'm not into his stuff. I think he really caters towards the younger crowd, which is cool.
Definitely.
Like for sure, that's awesome. But because I'm older, I just can't get into him. But like, cool on him, man. Like he's probably the biggest guy on YouTube right now, right?
Yeah. So he was just on the Joe Rogan Experience.
Was he really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was just on this past week, and I listened to the episode, and then I fell deep down the rabbit hole of Mr. Beast videos. Damn. Yeah, it's the type of show where, and this is by Mr. Beast. If you're watching this, first of all, hello. Second of all, I want to say what I'm about to say is
So
not
optimistic.
a diss. What I want to say is not a diss on you. You gotta turn your brain off when you watch. Do you know what I mean by that? Okay, have you seen Super Jail?
No.
Or the Hellboys? Or
Dude, I'm uncultured. I told you.
It's cool.
Don't ask me. Have you seen? Have you heard? Like, it's no. The answer is
you know what
always
I hate?
no.
You know what I fucking hate when people do?
Me?
No, not at all. It's not what you just did, but it's something that I could do, which
Okay.
a lot of people do. So, excuse me. Okay, let me think.
Lost your train of thought.
Okay. No. Have you heard of Super Jail?
No.
Are you serious? You've never heard of that?
Yo.
Where the fuck have you been? Under a rock, Patrick?
You
Oh, did you get
uncultured
that?
swine.
Yeah, it's like, bro, people are just into different shit. Like, dude,
I hate that. I
Yeah.
do hate that.
yeah. Like, okay, what music do you like?
I dabble a little bit in everything, mostly hip hop. I do a lot of pop. I like folk. Really big in folk and indie.
Like who? Like what folk and indie?
So I recently got into Houndmouth.
How do you spell that?
Hound and then mouth.
Houndmouth.
Yeah.
Are they new or old?
Honestly, I have no idea, bro. So
Okay.
I just recently started getting into like the granola folky indie music. One of my friends.
Do you have
put
any
me on.
Tevas?
Any what?
Any Tevas, the flip flop, or Chacos? Do you have
Chacos?
or Birkenstocks?
Are
Do you
these
have any
shoes?
Yeah,
You're
those are
pointing. You're
shoes.
pointing down at my
These are
feet.
shoes. Yes, these are shoes.
No,
All
I'm
right,
not.
well, whatever.
My fashion sense is terrible.
You've never heard of Chacos?
You never fucking heard. Yeah, no.
I just get mad and break one of these fucking sunglasses. You ever heard of fucking Chacos?
No,
I
honestly,
stick a fucking pencil in my eye. Okay, sorry.
a little bit disappointing because you're an artist podcast interview. You know, my taste has been described by one of my friends as top 40 of all time. Like,
Okay.
like I only listen to top 40 songs in generation by generation.
I feel like it's a nice way of saying basic bitch.
Yeah,
You know,
it
you're
is a
kind of
nice
just like
way.
top 40.
I don't dabble. You know, I went a little bit out of my way for like a couple small artists, but like I really don't have like a huge music palette. And recently I've been expanding. I've been expanding for sure, and that's how I got.
I'm
into folk
not
and-
cross-examining you right now. Like it's cool. It's honestly cool.
You hurt my feelings, man.
You've never heard of fucking. It's cool. I mean, dude, yeah, I feel the same way when people ask me about sports stuff. Like yesterday, I was literally in the Costco line, and this dude behind me sees something that sparked him to talk to me for
Okay.
some reason. I don't remember what, and it doesn't really matter. But him and I are talking, and he brings up. I don't know what this guy's actual name is. He's like, oh, well, I saw that Joe Smith said this. And I said, who's Joe Smith? And he's like, the Bucks owner? Like, duh.
Wait, you don't know who Joe Smith is?
I mean, dude. But
Idiot.
But
Jesus.
what the point that I'm trying to make here is that he's just in a different world than me.
Yeah.
Like, he probably couldn't name all the members of Phish and the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
But I couldn't name a single player on the Bucks except for Tom Brady, who just retired, and I only know him because he's a celebrity. You know, like I don't follow sports at all. Not like do you like sports? Like,
Oh, I love sports, man.
Yeah,
I love
okay.
sports.
You watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And are you into like NCAA and stuff?
You don't watch the Super Bowl?
I didn't watch it this past year. Like,
Are you serious?
I don't give a
Are you
fuck.
kidding me?
I don't give a fuck. I literally just practice law.
This fucking guy.
I practice law. I listen to Phish, Grateful Dead, a lot of house,
Okay.
a lot of hip hop, and I podcast.
Do you
and I DJ.
have a number one artist of all time?
Great question. Overall, I would say the Grateful Dead, just because it has such a deep history in who I am.
Okay.
And I'll get into that. I'm happy to. And then I'm a diehard Kanye fan.
Really?
Love Kanye. Every single.
We gotta
thing
talk
he's put
about
out.
this.
Sure. Yeah.
I
yeah.
think Kanye's overrated.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, like that's cool. I don't think so. A huge Kanye fan. I also love the Avett Brothers. Like everything the Avett Brothers. And that's folk. Everything the Avett Brothers have put out is just gold.
I haven't heard of them actually.
They're fantastic.
I'll have to listen. I'm
Yeah,
getting into folk, so.
they're fantastic. I'll send you some fire folk, dude. That's
Sweet.
I mean, overall, I think that everyone has a favorite artist at a certain time.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
and
no, I
it's
feel
constantly
that 100%.
changing. Yeah, just like your friends, you know, like you're best friends with someone in high school, then you haven't talked to them in like 10 years. Like, you know, who cares?
You're right.
But like at the time, it's like you guys were fucking ride or die.
Exactly.
You know? And it's same thing with your number one artist. I would say that my number one artist right now is Fish, Phish. I don't know if you...
No, who is this?
No, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, Fish, they've been around since like the late 80s. They're still popping off today.
Wow.
Dude, in order to get a Fish ticket, you literally have to like they announce a tour, and then they slowly release tickets for each show.
Okay.
And then to get a ticket to the show, you enter a lottery, and then if you win a lot, if you like get a ticket, then you get to pay for it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like dude. I was just in the lottery for the Colorado shows in September. Didn't get a ticket.
Wow.
And I had multiple monitors open, like all this shit. Yeah. And
That's a marketing scheme, man. I've never heard of that.
Well,
Wow,
I mean,
that's
you
very
have to do that when people are like just buying, the bots are buying them. And
Yeah,
the thing is, Fish shows don't not sell out. And it's just impossible to get them. But I digress. Fish right now, number one. I was listening to Fish all the way here.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah.
So is there a genre of music you wouldn't listen to or put on your podcast? Is there like a genre of music you're like, that's not real music?
No. I mean, I don't think that there's such a thing as that this genre isn't real.
Okay.
But I think there's more of a thing of you're not an artist. That those are two different things. But my answer previously would have been reggaeton and like perreo music.
Oh, you like Spanish music?
But, dude, I love Spanish.
Whoa, dude! I've never met another person who's white and ginger that also likes Spanish music.
Yeah.
Holy shit, we just
Yo le
became best
llego,
friends.
ay.
You know,
Dude, so
that song Calma?
Vamos
a la playa.
Me le gusta bailar. That?
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, that's fire.
Dude, wow.
I hated like reggaeton, like that stuff, and I started DJing.
You DJ too?
Oh yeah, big time. Dude, go on my SoundCloud.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, go on my SoundCloud. You're gonna find a lot.
Are you a
good
Playboy
stuff.
millionaire genius? Are you fucking Iron Man?
I'm also
Tony Stark over here.
I'm also a really intense attorney. Yeah. So hit me up if you need any legal services or advice.
Yeah, I'm gonna need him eventually, man.
Yeah,
I'm
I
down.
mean, we can talk all about it.
I'm gonna get canceled eventually, and I'm gonna need somebody to represent me when
I hope that you never have to deal with the criminal courts, because I actually just got out of the criminal courts. I was just a public defender for a year. So a public defender is an attorney, but a public defender is a type of attorney that does the following: you get arrested, you punched your wife in the face.
I've done that before.
And you get arrested.
Okay.
And now you're in jail.
Yep.
But the thing is, you make $5,000 a year, or you're homeless. And you don't have any money for an attorney. And you obviously don't know how the legal field works. That's where public defenders come in. Oh. And I worked in a big building with 150 plus lawyers, and we were all representing the indigent clients of Hillsborough County, and I was there for a year.
Wow.
Yeah, and I start my new job very, very soon, which I'm very excited for.
Nice,
but nonetheless, hit me up if you need legal advice. So, but what I was saying about like perreo and reggaeton music, I also DJ. I actually started DJing before podcasting.
Wow.
I have two beautiful. I love my equipment. I use turntables, which is a little bit different than CDJs. I will be getting CDJs soon. I've been saving up for them, and that's what I really want.
Do you have a DJ name?
But Graham.
Just
Graham?
Graham?
Graham DJ Graham.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, I don't get booked at clubs, which is why I'm getting CDJs and stuff. But that's a whole other thing. I started DJing about 2.5, 3 years ago, just in my bedroom making fun mixes. About a year-ish into DJing, I had DJed a couple of my friends' parties, and it was super fun. I put out a ton of mixes. I loved it. People were hitting me up saying like, "Hey, I love your mix. Thank you. I make good mixes."
Yeah.
This chick hit me up. The chick Kim, she's actually been on the pod. That was one of the friend episodes.
Shout out Kim.
Shout out to Kim.
Yep, Kim.
And she wanted me to DJ her birthday party.
Nice.
But like only reggaeton and like perreo.
Okay.
And wait, I'm sorry. I need to back up. I need to back up.
All right, we're backing way fucking up.
We're backing way up. So maybe like 5 or 6 months prior to this, forget everything that I just said.
Holy shit! New story time. Okay. Fuck everything. The past 10 minutes were scrapping.
I fucked up the story. I was DJing, making mixes, and my whole life I've always said, reggaeton perreo, kill me. I don't want to. I was
Fuck that.
never into it. I was always
Yeah,
way
yeah.
more into like classic rock and rap and other stuff. And I would hear kids on the bus speaking Spanish, and they would be listening to reggaeton, and like, you know, I might have been friends with them, I might not have been, but like whenever they would play that, it's like dum chi dum chi dum chi dum chi, and I thought that it all sounded so similar, and I just didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
So I also only heard like, you know, top 40 reggaeton stuff.
You're basic, man.
My
You're
buddy,
basic.
yeah, exactly. I'm a basic bitch. So my buddy Ernesto, he was like, you got to make a mix. You got to make a reggaeton mix.
Okay.
And I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And he was like, no, like it'll be huge. People will love it. Like the summer's coming up. Make a reggaeton mix. And I was like, no, pay me. I was trying to have this dude pay me to make a mix. What we agreed on was I'll make the mix, and he has to text it out to at least 10 people and send me screenshots that he texted it out.
Damn.
So while making this mix, I fell in love with reggaeton and perreo.
Wow.
I was like, this is fantastic. Now, fast forward to Kim's party, I made 3 more reggaeton mixes. And if you want my SoundCloud right now, look up Una Prohibita. That's what the mix is called.
Okay.
Kim's party, literally DJ reggaeton for like 2.5 hours. Woo. Maybe a year later, my buddy Fipi got married and booked me at his wedding to
Really?
DJ reggaeton and perreo.
No way!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
That was crazy. So I love that stuff.
How often you get booked for DJ gigs?
Oh, it's rare. It's so rare.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing this monthly thing at this restaurant called Gangchu, but like I don't really do it anymore because it's Thursday nights, and like as a full-time attorney, I can't do Thursday nights. And I booked this awesome DJ gig for Gasparilla. I was DJing this big parking lot, just a bunch of drunk,
Nice.
early 20-year-olds. It was so fun.
I bet, man.
And just all house music.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. How did we get to talking about this? Where were we?
We
were talking about
we've
music.
wandered, man. It's fine.
Yeah. But we were talking about
Come back to earth.
Oh, like what my favorite genre of music is. And, the answer to that question is like, I just like good music. I like subjectively good music. Yeah. I said the same thing about country music forever. I never liked country music. But then I started listening to it and I was like, dude, this is fantastic.
I listened to some weird shit the other day and my friend showed me it. She still hasn't sent me it, so I can't tell you what it is. I'll have to like talk about it later. But she sent me some like, it was like just a flute, like somebody playing the flute. But I listened to the whole shit, dude, and it was like the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
Ooh, a beautiful flute?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. It was weird. I've never been into like just like music that's like very like solo, like flute or like solo almost anything and just no singing. I've never been into like anything like that. But she sent me this thing and I listened to it. It was like 4 minute long, just somebody playing the flute, and I fucked with it hardcore.
Was it a video or?
No, it was like a song. Yeah, we were listening to it in the car, so I'll have to get it from her and show you, but.
Yeah, dude, I love the flute.
My thing, I regret doing this. I was like, I get obsessed with artists, and then like I'll just listen to that artist for like months, and nobody else.
Oh, that's the move.
Maybe, dude, but like now I feel like my music palette is so tiny. Like people like you're telling me artists, man. Like I have no idea who anybody is. I'm like even Grateful Dead. I know who they are. I've heard a few songs, but I haven't dove into them. I haven't heard a lot of their music, and so I have hopefully a lot more life to live and more music to listen to.
Yeah.
But my palette is so tiny.
That's
right
cool.
now for
Well,
music.
I'll tell you my thing with the Grateful Dead. So my mom like followed the Grateful Dead on tour for like a year or two in like the late 80s.
Wow.
And she's the best. My mom is queen. Poda. Shout out to Poda. And she's
my mom's better, bro.
All right, dude. Let's get our moms to fist fight each other.
What if we did a podcast with our moms?
With our moms?
Yeah. Would you do that?
Dude, I'm so down. And then we can reveal that we're gay as fuck, and we can start making out.
What if we do this, right?
Yeah.
All right, we put our moms on the podcast.
Okay.
And I'll write questions for you, and you write questions for me, and we have to ask these questions to our mom.
Have you ever caught me masturbating?
Have
you ever been caught jerking off? Have you ever been caught doing that?
I have once, yeah.
What happened?
So, this is bad. I was in middle school. And so that's a hot spot for masturbation.
Well, it's a hot spot for starting off masturbation.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Yeah. My parents got me a laptop for my birthday.
Ooh, bad move.
I know. They fucked up hardcore.
Yeah. What kind of laptop?
It was like an Asus something. Okay. For the time, it was kind of like a good laptop.
Yeah, nice.
My parents
It's also just exciting to get a new laptop.
Yeah, of
and
course.
You're in middle school? Oh my God.
Yeah. So obviously the
So
shit's
you
like
immediately go to Pornhub.com.
exactly.
Yeah.
I found all the porn sites. I knew every single one.
Yeah.
Had like a note on my phone. I would rate them,
Nice.
And there I am one day after school doing my thing.
Wait, hold on. Wait, before you go into this, what you just said, where you had like like it was super organized, is that for real or is that a joke?
That's for real.
But you're joking.
No.
Like, how organized was your porn in middle school?
So I had a
Like,
note.
actually, like, you're not bullshitting.
No, this is for real.
Okay, tell me.
This is for real story.
Tell me.
So I had a note on my phone, and I was discovering porn websites, but I was like, I don't know which porn website's the best. So when I would discover a new porn website, I would put it on my phone and rate it like 1 through 10.
Which porn websites were on there?
Oh man, there's so many.
Name like 5.
I mean, all right. So you got the basics. You got like Pornhub, XNXX,
Yeah.
Xvideos. You heard of those, right?
Yeah.
So let me tell
I've
you.
heard of friends about them.
Let me put let me put you on to one, man.
Okay.
BEEG.com.
Okay, I'll look it up.
I
I have one for you too. Yeah.
Okay,
have you heard of roundandbrown.com?
No, what is that?
It's great.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up later.
All right, yeah. That
No,
was
I won't
my
look it
number
up.
1 in my top 5.
I don't watch
when
porn
was in middle
anymore
school.
ever.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but so
Do you not watch porn anymore?
oh no, I definitely watch porn.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, cheers.
Yeah, dude.
Cheers, bro. Awesome, man. After the podcast, we can check some out.
Oh, no way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no. So I literally had this. I had this note, and I would like rate all my porn websites. I was just a horny little fucking kid,
Okay, yeah, this is middle school Noah.
Yep. So I had my laptop open after school, wiener out, little tiny wiener out. I'm getting ready, got
Okay.
the lotion, everything.
Yeah, nice.
And my door opens fast.
Like really quickly?
Yeah. Luckily, so I had wiener was out, but I had a blanket that was kind of over my laptop.
Okay,
a little
hold
bit.
on. I think that we need to take a second here.
Okay.
Okay, so door opens. Where is your bed in relation?
Okay, so if I'm sitting on my bed right now
Okay,
with
you're
my
sitting on
wiener
your
out,
bed, and and your head's on the pillow.
Yep.
Where's the door?
the door is like right there.
Oh, it's right in front?
Yep, right in front. So I can see the door.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like as soon as someone opens the door, they can see the
Eye
whole
contact.
room and
Eye contact directly. That's
Okay,
the first thing
so
they see.
who opened the door? Who was it?
So it's a buddy of mine. Brian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
Wow, okay.
Normally when my
Was this on like a weekend or something? Why was your buddy over?
Oh, so that's why I got caught, man. So typically if a friend came over, right, they would knock on the door. My sibling or parent would answer the door, and then I would get a shout like, "Hey, Graham's here to hang out." And I'd be like, "Oh, okay." And if I was beating it at the time, I put my little wiener away and I go down and hang out with my friend,
Yeah.
But I guess this time, I don't know. My friend was let in. My friend Brian, he was let in. And,
By who let him in?
my mom wasn't home.
Okay, so
Had to be
someone let him in.
sister, brother,
Sure,
somebody.
whatever.
So
So
door
and there
opens,
was
man.
no yell.
No yell, man. And I'm gonna get a little emotional here. This is traumatizing. Door opens real fast.
Hey, it's okay.
Thank you. Wiener's out. Laptop's open. Pornhub.com. And
But they can't see that it's porn.
wait.
Okay.
This is why it's bad.
My God.
So I have my laptop and wiener out. Brian opens the door really fast. I don't think he was trying to surprise me, but he came in really quick. Like,
was excited to
like
see you.
FBI, yeah. He opens.
You were also excited.
He opens the
for a
door,
different reason.
and I close the laptop really fast.
Okay.
Not like it's not like American Pie, not on my dick or anything, but I close my laptop really fucking fast. Like whoa, and pull the blanket up.
Okay.
So Brian
I got you.
immediately, as another man in middle school, knows what was going on.
Yeah.
And he just opens the door and he like looks at me and he goes, "Were you watching porn?" And I was like, "No, man, I was not."
Oh, you didn't tell him?
No, I didn't tell him because I was so
Okay.
embarrassed. I was like, "No, I wasn't watching porn." He's like, "You closed the laptop really fast, dude." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I just you scared me, man. Like I was trying to bullshit it, right?" And he looks me dead in the face and he goes, "Pull down the blanket, Noah."
Oh God.
Yeah, and I go, "All right, bro. Like, yeah, I was. Just get out for a second, all right, dude." We acted like that never happened.
To this day?
Yeah.
Do you have his number?
No, I don't talk to Brian anymore.
You're not friends with him anymore?
No, I mean, if Brian reached out, I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, man? Please."
Do you have his number though?
No,
Do you have his Instagram?
no.
You're bullshitting me.
No, I swear to God, his name's Brian Lee. If you're out there, Brian Lee, like, you can ask my other friends in middle school.
How can we get in contact with them? Do your other friends in middle school?
Oh, I don't want to get in contact.
That'd be hilarious for this podcast.
Oh no.
You thought we'd get him on.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, like,
What if he?
Okay, that's cool. Here, while we're waiting for that, you said that you have an attorney question for me. I'm very interested to know.
I do. So, the most common like questions I could think people would ask an attorney, they probably need legal advice, right?
Oh yeah, that's I think
So-
that's a very broad way of thinking about questions.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
this.
they don't come in and they're not like, what's your favorite cereal?
Yeah, they don't ask me how to like stop someone from having a heart attack.
Okay, so that's what an attorney does. So they do ask you for legal advice. I just want to make sure. So getting pulled over, right?
Yeah.
What do you think, like, as an attorney, what do I do, like, to not get the ticket? Or, like, not, like, eventually, like, if I do get the ticket,
Yeah.
like, how am I getting out of this shit?
All right. So, first of all, I just want to say the following is not legal advice, and if you need legal advice, contact an attorney. Seriously, like
Okay.
like what I'm about to say may not apply to your situation.
Okay.
I'll try to be broad, and I'll try. This is not specific for anyone but there's a lot of reasons to get pulled over.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, if you did not commit a traffic infraction and you get pulled over and you subsequently get arrested, then you'll likely have an argument because a cop can't pull you over for not violating a law. Now, with that being said, there are a lot of laws that you can violate. Some law you can be driving perfectly and not realize that your license is expired. Like your tag on your license plate, you can realize that that's not expired, and a cop can look at that legally, and they're driving an expired tag. Let's see if they have current tags. Now, there's no magic word to get you out of a ticket, but I'll tell you what's worked for me.
Okay.
I'm basically just respectful as fuck, dude. Even if I think that I didn't commit a single traffic infraction, roll down immediately, immediate hazard lights so that I'm blinking.
Yep.
And pull over at the most reasonable spot. If you're in the middle of a highway and you don't feel comfortable, put those hazards on, go into the far right lane, slow down, and just get off at the next exit. That might be a good idea. Now, if the cop is pull over, then pull over, then pull over. Yeah,
Okay.
But whatever. Cop comes up to me. Hello, officer. I shake his hand.
You shake his hand?
Immediately.
You reach your hand out
I
the
reach
window?
my hand out and I shake his hand.
Dude,
Yes.
white privilege, man.
I mean, you know what? Just as long as you are as respectful as possible,
Yeah.
there's a much higher likelihood that you're not going to get a ticket. Also, you want to know what I do every single time I've gotten pulled over for speeding, which I've gotten pulled over for speeding a couple times.
Okay.
Officer, I just want to ask you to please not give me a ticket. I
No
know
way you say that.
every single time.
Are you serious?
It's worked most of the time.
Wow.
Yeah, like please don't give me a ticket. My money issues aren't very good, and I'm terribly sorry for speeding. I promise that I won't disrespect your community by speeding any longer. I really just cannot afford a ticket right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I ask that. Yeah, and I've definitely gotten out of multiple tickets like that. But yeah, I mean, one thing that I'll talk to you about is DUIs, because I don't ever see you being intoxicated and getting behind the wheel of a car and driving, or being like overly
You don't
drunk.
know me.
No, but yeah, no, I mean, dude, a DUI
Ruins your life, man.
it doesn't ruin your life, but it can. It has the potential
Okay.
to if you don't have money. Because a basic DUI
Damn.
is gonna run you about $4 or $5 grand.
Yeah.
Wow!
Holy shit.
And that's if you don't get an attorney. That's if you qualify for the public defender's office. So with a DUI, I mean, my biggest piece of advice is just like, the less evidence that the cops have, the better.
Damn.
Yeah, and I don't want to go deeper into that because then I'm slowly crossing the line into legal advice, which I'm not willing to do on this podcast. If you are looking for legal advice, though, you can send me an email. Graham@GrahamRadio.com.
Our first sponsor.
Yeah, Graham@GrahamRadio.com. Make sure you spell it right if you need legal advice. But if you need immediate legal advice, then call an attorney and set up a consultation. So yeah.
Damn, man.
Yeah. What was your question?
No, just getting pulled over. I just wanted some advice on that. I have a really like a more important question for you. So, yeah, you're not into sports, but you know what fantasy football is?
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
So I'm in a few fantasy football leagues, and a popular thing in the culture of fantasy football, the person who comes in last place in your league has like some sort of punishment.
Oh, so
they have to
fun.
do.
I love watching those videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this year in our fantasy football league, the loser had to get a Brazilian wax.
Brazilian wax? Oh, like on his dick and his balls and stuff?
Have you ever gotten a Brazilian wax?
I have never gotten a Brazilian wax, but I've gotten waxed multiple times.
Really?
I'm a big wax guy.
Where did you get waxed?
My nose, my nostril.
Really?
Like inside.
Oh, what the? Does that hurt?
Dude, it hurts a lot less than you think it does. It's actually sort of soothing. I'm not going to lie.
Do you go to like a professional for that?
I have gone to multiple professionals for
Wow.
that. Yeah. You don't realize how much your inner nose hair is stopping you from breathing.
Yeah.
Dude, so here's how they do it. Wait, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm stopping your story.
No, keep going.
Okay.
I want to hear your nose waxing story.
Very long Q-tip. They dip it in very hot wax.
Okay.
You're on a table, back on the table, head up. They stick that thing up your nose, and then they grab another one. Q-tip. It's long. Dip it in hot wax.
It's like a
up
COVID
the
test.
Other nostril.
Both at the same time. You're getting DP'd in the nose.
Yeah. By the time they put this one in, this one's already hard. Yank.
Oh!
Yank it out. But the thing is, it does not hurt. It does not feel like you think it does.
I need to yell even though it didn't happen. I was like, oh, God, it hurt.
Oh, God. Oh, Tom Cruise. That's 4-Year-Old Virgin, if you haven't seen that. Great movie.
Tom Cruise?
No.
Oh, my God.
In the 4-Year-Old Virgin, Steve Carell gets waxed, and it's like the funniest scene ever. He just yells like random.
I know he's talking about.
Oh, help me, Tom Cruise! Oh, no, I might be thinking of Talladega Nights. I think I'm thinking of Talladega Nights. But Steve Carell does say funny shit when he's getting waxed in the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
It's hilarious.
Nonetheless. Version. Anyway, I've gotten waxed multiple times.
Just the nose.
I've gotten my stomach waxed, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you still do that?
No.
No,
because when I did it, like I didn't take care of it after, and it got like really, really like red bumpy, and it was so gross. It was gross, and it was itchy and terrible. But no, I've gotten waxed multiple times.
So, I have gotten a Brazilian wax before.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's in your asshole too, right?
Yes, yeah, it was.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, no, but
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. The asshole was the least. That was the least of my worries. That was.
Have you ever shaved your asshole before?
I did
It makes
once or
farts feel
twice.
really weird, huh?
Yeah.
The weirdest.
Yeah, and especially when it starts going back, it hurts a little bit.
Yeah, a little itchy.
Yeah, a little itchy. I don't know. It's kind of uncomfortable, but
Yeah, I mean, dude, I love a good wax, and then as long as you like take care of it after.
yeah, then it's
it can
fine.
It can feel good. Yeah.
exactly. And so,
I mean, dude, I'll freaking lose purposely. Does everybody pay for it?
no, we made him pay for it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
Dude, I'll get a freaking Brazilian wax myself. I mean, it would be so soft.
I love the open-mindedness, man.
That's fine.
So that's how I was. And when I got mine, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this shit. I'm gonna fucking go for it. It's
Oh wait, did you lose?
No, this is like I did this a couple years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just like out on a whim. I was like, you know, I'm gonna try to get a Brazilian wax, see if the ladies like this, you know.
Fun.
So I went, got that shit. Painful as fuck.
Okay.
I've gotten tattoos 10 times worse than tattoos.
Wow.
Yeah, bad. It was not fun, right? And it turned out pretty clean. I was pretty satisfied with the results. Yeah. But I was like, maybe I won't do this again. But the lady messaged me and she was like, you know, if you like the wax, the next one's half off. So I was like, that's a really good deal.
That's how they get you. Yeah.
That's a really good deal.
How much was it?
Dude, so the first one was $90.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
and then
reasonable. How much did you tip?
I tipped $20.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$20, and then next wax $45. Tip $20 again.
Nice.
And then after that, I just decided I was like, not worth it.
Really? Wait, how soon after was the next one?
So the first one, I think she told me to come back in 2 weeks, and I came back. Yeah,
2 weeks?
Maybe it was a little bit longer.
That would not be worth it. That would be crazy.
Maybe it was a month. I don't remember, man.
Even a month. I don't know. That'd be nuts.
It wasn't a lot. So she said the way she described it is like when you first start getting waxed, you have to come more often, and then your body kind of gets used to it.
Is that how it is? I don't know.
Unless she was just marketing
women who are watching this, please tweet at me and let me know if how often you should get waxed. I mean, I just have no idea. I just know by my nose. Like
you want women to DM you and be like, hey, just so you know, I get waxed.
I feel like that is a little bit creepy. Sorry, I didn't mean for it to come out that way. But okay, I think that women have a much better understanding of how often you should get waxed. Or no, do you know what an epilator is? A lot of women use.
How
epilators.
sexist, man.
I mean, I'm just saying. I think that it's reasonable to say that more women get waxed than men. That would give them a little bit more expertise over the subject. You know.
Okay, I respect that.
You know what I can't deal with?
What?
Like women with armpit hair.
For real?
I can't.
For real?
I'm
wow.
That's something that I'm just not attracted to.
So what if?
And I'm okay with saying that.
Like, how unattractive is it? Is it like 100% red flag?
If I see a female who's a 10, and then she has armpit hair.
Okay.
And it's not just it's clearly like she's growing out her armpit hair.
She's like, I don't give Miley Cyrus that shit.
I don't know if she had armpit hair.
Miley Cyrus, like feminist, she was like, yeah.
I don't know. It's just not attractive to me. It would take her down from a 10 to like a. I think that it's a solid 1 bump decrease. It's a
wow.
Take her from a 10 to a 9. She's still a 9.
What's something that's a +1 increase to you?
A +1 increase?
Yeah.
Great question. Probably just like. I'm trying to think of something that's not big because like obviously like perfect tits and ass and
yeah.
stuff.
I mean,
but like something a little bit more. Oh my god! If she starts talking to me about like pretty lights or fish, like, and she knows a little bit about that stuff.
Music, okay.
Oh my gosh! If there's a chick out there who okay, you know what? I'm gonna take that back, even though that's still accurate. I don't take it back. I give it back. I give it back. I take it back.
Okay.
It's still accurate.
Where's this going?
If she also is a professional, if she has a corporate job or she's a lawyer or something, I think that's so attractive.
Yeah, ambition is very attractive.
And I like, I don't care if you're perfect, who cares? Actually, my first girlfriend, I gave her this compliment that she hated, but I stand by it. She was not like a fat girl at all. She was but she wasn't like a petite little teeny tiny thing.
Yeah.
She was like a normal person.
Average person.
And
okay.
I just remember like grabbing, not while having sex or anything, but just while maybe we were chilling and I just like fucking grabbed like some meat on her thigh.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what, I like you because I can just fucking like grab onto you and shit. And she was like, oh, you're calling me fat. And it's like, I'm not calling you fat. I just
no,
you're a normal person.
Yeah, you just like you like it. Yeah.
So I have been reading a lot of really interesting cases about like various lawsuits that have happened in the last couple of years, and I came across a really interesting one.
Okay.
Right?
And?
So I'm not going to say exactly which one it is, but I'll tell you the facts.
Yeah.
So let's just say it's Smith versus John. Doesn't really matter.
Sure.
This is a 2019 Florida case, and it's a workers' compensation case. Do you know what workers' compensation is?
No.
Okay, so workers' compensation is this. Let's say that the Come Back to Earth. What's the podcast?
Yeah, Come Back to Earth.
Come Back to let's say that the Come Back to Earth podcast had 100 employees, and this was a whole office. One of your employees on break slips on some water, breaks their leg. Now, who pays for it?
Not me.
Your work, but it was at the office during work hours.
I'm not paying for that shit.
You would be required to because of workers' compensation laws. It was happening during. Okay. Well, I'm saying that you would be. You would be.
So, I mean.
I won't say it. It would depend on the facts, but nonetheless.
I'm curious about this now. So, in cases like you're suing me or whatever, we're in court and the judge decides I owe you $1,000.
Yeah.
What happens if I'm just like obviously they're like guilty, whatever. I leave, I would just never pay it. Like, what happens? Do the police come for me?
Becomes a lien on your property.
Oh fuck! They take my property.
Oh yeah, they would garnish your wages, take part of your mortgage payments. They would, yeah.
Would they kill me or anything?
No.
Jail? Do it? Prison?
You would be jail if it were criminal. But let me I'll explain.
Okay.
I'll explain the difference between criminal and civil.
Yeah.
It's a very, very big difference. So, in civil, I'm suing you for any reason under the sun. It doesn't really matter where. So in court, it's Graham v. Noah.
Okay.
In criminal, you have committed a law violation against the state of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So every single case is state of Florida v. defendant.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So if you kill someone, then it's criminal.
Yeah.
Now, more to the point of your question, if you are on probation, like for example, You stole all of this podcast equipment. They caught you for burglarizing a home, and now you're in jail, and you've accepted a plea deal that puts you on probation.
It's getting really personable.
Let's. Am I describing what happened?
My heart's pounding a little bit.
So, are you on probation right now?
A little bit. Yeah.
So, if one of the conditions of probation is to pay your supervision fees,
okay,
and you don't pay your supervision fees, then you violated your probation, and that's a crime, and that will put you back in jail.
Fuck.
But are you not paying your supervision fees? Dude, I know a couple good bondsmen that you can hit up.
I need some business cards.
So you should get business cards, by the way. What's the flag?
Oh, this?
Is it Texas or Cuba? I don't know.
Texas or Cuba?
Is it neither? I don't know that flag.
This is Sweden.
Oh, that's Sweden?
No, it's Puerto Rico.
Oh, it's Puerto Rico.
You gullible motherfucker. Can't believe you didn't know that. Uncultured swine.
Ah, sorry. I hate people like you. So, I love a good callback. Nonetheless, that's the difference between civil and criminal. Now, if there were some civil stuff actually sort of does turn into criminal. For example, if we had custody over a child, like shared custody, and I had to pay you child support, not paying child support can put you in jail.
Why would you do that?
Because if you don't have money.
Well, if I'm somebody who's getting child support, why would I want them in jail? Then they definitely aren't paying child support.
Because then you can get more custody over the kids. There's a lot of reasons to do it. Also, just to punish them. Hey, asshole, you haven't been paying me child support, and I haven't been able to feed myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
understandable.
You see what I mean?
I guess
so, there's a lot of reasons to.
I'm not a single father, mother, whatever, so it's hard to relate.
Yeah, neither am I. Now, workers' comp stuff.
Yeah.
This case is fucking ridiculous.
Fuck.
This woman is working from home in the state of Arizona. Now,
are you legally allowed to talk about this?
Yeah, this is a public opinion.
If
you have
nice.
You can purchase a Westlaw account and.
Can you say her name?
I don't remember. I just don't remember.
If you did know her name, could you say it?
Yeah, sure.
It'd be fine.
Yeah, I could say
Brittany Smith, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, Rose.
Yeah, fucking Rose.
This is Rose again.
Yeah.
So this woman is working from home. The corporation exists in Florida, but she is working from home in Arizona. That means that she has to wake up 3 hours early, at 4 a.m. to work.
Wow.
And her workday ends at 2 because it's 9 to 5 in or I don't know if that math makes sense. Whatever. She's in Arizona working from home.
Yeah.
She goes on a break.
Okay.
And she gets some coffee.
Coffee?
While in her kitchen, as she's reaching for the coffee pot,
oh no,
she trips over her dog and she breaks her hip and her shoulder.
Oh, this is interesting.
She then sues her own company. She sues her employer for workers' compensation.
Wow.
Now, I'll ask you this. Does that sound compensable? Which means, can she successfully win in court in a workers' compensation claim? What do you think? She was at home, working from home, and she tripped over her own dog.
My opinion is no. I would say no. That's a no. But I really don't know. I'm curious.
So your opinion is correct.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
I love that I'm right.
So you can't. But the case itself, the opinion itself, by the way, an opinion is when a judge writes their thoughts on the case.
Okay.
The entire opinion is 28 pages. Usually opinions are like 4 or 5 pages.
Yeah.
But this is a 28-page opinion.
Wow.
The first 5 pages are the majority opinion saying that you cannot get money from this. And I'll explain why in a second. The other 18 plus pages, 19 pages, 20 pages is a fat dissent explaining why she should be compensated. Yeah. Now, I agree with the majority, and here's why. In a workers' compensation claim, there needs to be 2 parts. A plus B equals compensable.
Okay.
A is it occurred during the course and scope of your employment. Which in English, because that means that what the fuck does during course? It's like what the fuck?
Dumb this down for me.
It happened while you were at work. Okay. It happened while you were in the process of work.
Clocking in your hours.
Yeah, maybe you were Uber driving. Maybe you were editing a podcast.
Yep.
Maybe you
Porn
were
star.
being a waitress. It just happened during the work day, during
worker.
work hours, whatever.
Stripper.
Sure.
Yep.
Now, God, you just made me think of something so interesting, but I have to come back to it. Okay, what I just thought of is like, if you do OnlyFans and you invite someone over to your house to have sex with you on OnlyFans, and they injure themselves while having sex with you, could that be considered a workers' comp claim? That's interesting. I don't know.
Let's figure that out.
That would require a couple hours of research. We're not going to figure that out with 15 minutes left of this podcast or whatever the fuck we have.
Yeah.
Anyway, has to happen during the course and scope. Now, I'll ask you this. Did this happen during the course and scope of her employment? She was working from home.
I mean, she's working from home, so yeah, it happened too.
Normal working hours.
Yeah.
Normal working hours.
She's clocking in the hours.
Exactly. She's there. Well, but wait a minute.
What's that second point?
She's on a break. Oh, we're not at the second point yet.
Oh, okay.
She's on a break. Is a break considered normal work hours?
That's a good question too, man. I would say yes, because you're paid typically for those breaks. So I would say yes, that's considered normal work hours.
There's actually a legal doctrine called the personal comfort doctrine, rightfully titled because a comfortable employee is a productive employee.
Yep.
And the worker benefits from them being on break. So via the personal comfort doctrine, you're legally allowed to take breaks. You can go on a walk if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's the first part. So does she meet that first part? Is being at home, working from home on a break, is that considered during the course and scope of her employment?
Yes.
Okay. Now the second part, and you're correct. Arising out of. The second part needs to be the injury occurred because it arose out of a risk that the company brought. Now,
I see.
She's on a legally sanctioned break.
She has free will.
But in free will, I could go walk to your kitchen right now and slip on some coffee, and you'd have to pay me. That's free will.
For real?
Yeah, like
Don't do
anything
that shit,
can happen.
man.
Well, anything can happen, man. Now, she is downstairs, it doesn't matter where she is. She is in her break room, in her kitchen.
Yeah.
Legally sanctioned break, and she trips over her dog. It occurred during work hours. She's on a legally sanctioned break.
Mm-hmm.
Did it arise out of a risk provided by her job?
Man, that's tough because the workplace doesn't come in and it like evaluate your house and go, oh, this is a work hazard. This is a work hazard. They just trust you to work remote.
I love what you're doing right now. What you're doing is something called adding facts, which
Can I be a lawyer?
Are
you telling me I can be an attorney?
Surprise. I just pull out like a bar card. Here you go, you're licensed.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I'm like,
Thank
Oprah, you're a lawyer, and you're a lawyer. Yeah.
This is how you get your mark.
Nonetheless, does it arise out of being a worker for her job? She's on a legally sanctioned break. What do you think?
Man, remote has become so broad, especially with what's happening in the world with COVID and everything. So that's so tough to say for sure. But because the majority is doing that, I would say that everything that happens within your place of work, where you decide to work, has nothing to do with the work that you're doing. So when I think remote workplace, I think the laptop you're working on. So maybe if your company had sent you a laptop and that laptop lit on fire, yeah, that's their fault.
That's a great point.
But if the company is paying you to work from home, you create your own work environment. So anything that happens in that environment, I would say is on you. That's how I would look at it.
Okay, well, what if she actually went to the office, all she was doing was sitting in a cubicle, much like how she sits at home, and she can go to the break room in the real office. She can go to her kitchen in her home. Like, why is that any different? Like, the company's still benefiting from her.
I don't know. That's the thing. So what's the answer? So she slips over her dog. Why?
Now I want to stop you right there. You just said a very important word. Her what?
Her home. What did I say?
She slipped over her
dog.
Yes.
Her dog. Okay.
Now
her dog.
Now in the office setting.
Okay.
what are the chances that she slips over any dog?
I see where it is.
Any dog. What are the chances that she trips over any dog in a work environment?
It depends how many dogs that company allows in their.
Does the company allow dogs in there? Maybe. That's possible. I actually, when I was in the process of searching for a new job, I had a great interview with Ullman Bursa. If you're listening to this and you have a nursing home litigation claim, contact Ullman Bursa. Yeah, dude.
There's so many people listening to this podcast that need legal advice.
Yeah, well, seriously, nursing home litigation is huge. So their office is very chill, and they actually do allow dogs in there. Wow. So there's a chance that someone could slip on a dog in that office.
Have you ever slipped on a dog?
No, I've never been a big dog guy, but nonetheless,
okay.
Because there's not a chance that she's gonna slip on a dog in an office reasonably, and that office probably doesn't allow dogs.
Sure.
The dog itself, the fact that the condition of a dog existed prior to her even accepting the job, and it will exist when she's done with the job. When she quits the job, she'll still have a dog. Yeah. So that condition exists whether or not she's working. So should the company be liable for it? No. It did not arise out of the company. That risk did not arise out of the company. Therefore, she rightfully is not owed workers' compensation. See what I mean?
So the point of your story is when you get injured, you need to lie about how it happens.
No.
So that you do get workers' compensation.
Don't put that energy on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake.
Oh my God, no. But yeah, like now here's the twist of the story.
Ooh, Shutter Island.
What was her job? What company did she work for?
Do I get to fill in this information?
I'm going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
She was a workers' compensation adjuster.
No way.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I know. What a twist.
Wow. That's better than Shutter Island.
Yeah.
You've seen Shutter Island?
It's way better than Shutter Island.
Yeah, fuck that movie, dude.
That movie sucked. And the point of what I just said, fuck you, Leonardo DiCaprio.
What a piece of... If you're listening, Leonardo DiCaprio, fuck you, man.
Yeah, but Mr. Beast, love you.
Yeah, Mr.
You're cool,
Beast,
man.
You're amazing. We love you.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy, though? Dude, there's so many crazy court cases. It's like unbelievable, man.
How do I not get sued on this podcast? What's something
Don't defame people. That's probably the biggest one for podcasters. Don't defame people.
We just said fuck Leonardo DiCaprio like
That's not
times.
Defamatory. That's not defamatory.
What is defamatory? Can you defame me on my own podcast right now?
Yeah. I saw Noah kill someone.
Whoa!
I saw Noah kill Susie. He stabbed her in the face multiple times, and it was crazy. I truthfully saw him doing it, and that's not a joke. That would be defamatory.
Now I can sue you?
Now you can sue me.
Let's go!
Congrats.
I'm taking your podcast, man. I'm taking everything.
I'm taking the pod.
Okay, I understand. So I can talk about how much I hate anybody on my podcast. Yeah. That's fine.
Well, you can talk about how much you hate anybody on your podcast. That's an opinion. But if you are, affecting someone's life, then... But let me.
We said we fucked Diplo many times, man.
Okay, if you're claiming facts that are not true,
like fucking Diplo.
Yeah, like fucking Diplo, but that is true. Then you might be reaching into defamatory stuff.
How does it work? How does it work then when people are dead? Like Michael Jackson's dead. Can I be like Michael Jackson molested me? Can I say that? He's dead?
You know what? I actually don't remember the answer to that question, but there's a lot of case law on that. There's a lot of case. If you after someone's dead, I don't think that you can sue someone if they're dead, but you can sue their estate. Or sorry, their estate can sue you. I don't know the answer to that question. So yeah, honestly.
So because it's so foggy, let me make a really bold claim here.
Okay.
And this is a true story. I'm not lying. This is 100% factual.
Okay.
You know Abe Lincoln, the president?
Yes.
Close friends with him.
Okay.
He molested a lot of children.
Did he actually?
100%.
How do you know this?
So there I was in Abe Lincoln's house.
Okay. I just want to say this is ridiculous. Okay. I can't. Abe Lincoln is a fine man. And no, I got to stop you.
We can't defame America right now?
No, let's not defame Abe Lincoln. That's terrible.
Let's do somebody.
Oh my God.
Let's do
that was the worst.
Somebody who's not as important and like a great person in society. So
Oh God, that was so disgusting.
Yeah, let's defame somebody who's not as important. We'll go with
Schoolboy Q.
like George Washington,
Okay.
right? So there I am.
Yeah, but no, he's even bigger than Abe Lincoln. Oh my God, we got to get. Let's not defame. Let's not defame someone.
I'm trying to get your podcast canceled. That's the whole point of this.
Well, this is your podcast.
I was hired. You're on it, man. You're screwed at this point.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Guilty by association. We talked
Okay.
about a lot today.
Yeah, we did, dude.
Talked about your podcast. Dude, I truthfully, honestly see your shit just blowing up. Like, I'm surprised you only, and this is like a bold statement for me to make with 64 followers.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you only have 1,600 followers.
Yeah.
Based off what I've seen already, your podcast is like worthy of thousands.
Thank you.
Like you're ready, and I think once the exposure and advertising is there and people can see your shit, it's gonna take off quick, man.
Thank you, man. To that, what else? I mean, first of all, thank you so much. My big thing is just consistency.
Yeah.
I put episodes out all the time. Am I the greatest marketer in the world? No. Do I care? No. I have other things going on. I'm a full-time lawyer. I DJ. I don't have and you know what? This might be an excuse, but go fuck yourself. I don't have.
Fuck you.
I don't have the time to treat the Graham Radio podcast like a full-time job.
Yeah.
What I do with it is professional, but what I do with it isn't enough to put it on NBC or something.
Sure.
But the thing is, it's not going to stop. It's just going to keep going and going and organically growing. And I love it, man. So thank you so much for saying that.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I really, and I'm not just like saying that to put on a show. I really do think you have a great podcast. And thanks for coming on, man. We talked a lot about all this legal advice. So again, anybody that needs legal advice, hit this guy up. He's gonna help you out.
Yeah, and I just want to say, if you need legal advice right now, call a lawyer or yeah.
Call me, man. Clearly, I'm very educated on all this stuff. So
Yeah.
I'll give you.
If you need legal representation, call Noah.
Yeah. I just passed the bar. We saw it on the
Okay,
podcast.
stop. I'm not going to be involved with the unlicensed practice of law.
I appreciate you stopping me from lying too much. So Abe Lincoln, George Washington, I'm sorry. I did not mean to defame you. I was getting a little too much of this whiskey Coke here.
Yeehaw.
Anyway, Graham, thanks for coming on the podcast. What a great episode. I hope you come on for another episode.
I'd love to.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Dude, yeah, this was so fun. Thank you. You can find me at Graham Radio on Instagram. My website's there, grahamradio.com. Noah, thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Go follow him for real. It's a great podcast. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much.